When it comes to Christianity, I think you should know the rules so you know how to break the rules. Let's talk about that. Hey guys, what's up? This is Laura Farhi, and I help the spiritual outcasts find a more authentic connection and conversation about the nature of Christ. So if you're looking to lose your religion and keep your Jesus, then just subscribe to this channel so I can help declutter your faith with you. Today's video is a summary of my podcast, which you can find over on Apple or Spotify. Just search for Spiritually Homesteading, and you'll be able to find the title of this video there, as well as others that are like it that may pique your interest. So if you'd like to go check that out, make sure you go do that. But after this video first, okay? When I was in high school and in college, I remember being so frustrated by my English classes, which is funny because I ended up being an English major. But I was frustrated by the insistency of this is where a comma is supposed to go, and this is how we diagram sentences, and this is where a period should go. And I found it a little overwhelming as someone who loved how punctuation is used in poetry. I couldn't understand the insistence on having to make sure that a comma went here every single time. And if you put a comma there, that was bad and that was wrong. But then the further I got into my English classes and we started reading about Hemingway and Austen and Faulkner and all of the other greats of literary history, I began to realize, hold on a second, these people aren't following the rules, and yet somehow we praise them. So why am I being asked to follow the rules of grammar and punctuation when clearly we are celebrating the works of individuals who don't? And then that's when I heard about this quote, you have to know the rules so you can break the rules. The thing about Christianity is that there are a lot of rules, and some of them are made by men, and some of them are made by spiritual forces at hand. And I know that some people are like, well, how do you know the difference? And the best way I can answer that question is the same way that I would describe, how do you know the difference between how Hemingway writes and how Jane Austen writes? How do you know the difference between Tolstoy and Charles Dickens? Somehow, some way, their personality comes out in the expression of their writing. So whether it's that they put a comma here and not there, maybe they use no commas at all, you still get a feel for the relationship that they have with the language. Do they sometimes break the rules? Yes, but it's usually for artistic purposes to have some sort of higher meaning. And Jesus did something very similar, right? He said that I'm not here to abolish the law, I'm here to fulfill the law. So when it comes to Christianity, I do think it is important to be mindful of the rules and regulations behind it and around it. The thing that I am never going to allow happen is for individuals who I would never go to for advice, who I would never look to for information, to correct me on how I should do my writing with God. So if you're feeling a little overwhelmed by the church and the way that they want you to practice your religion or your spirituality with Christ, I would encourage you to take note of what they're saying, but don't make it some hard, fast rule that you have to follow. Okay? All right, guys, thank you so much for being here. I will see you next Monday. Peace, love, and Jesus. Boop.
Let's talk about your ex.